Good evening. I thought I'd do a quick video because obviously, as everyone does on a Friday on Twitter, the obvious thing to do is to put your choice of team out for the next game that weekend. So I thought I'd just share my thoughts about the upcoming match against Watford on Sunday. Now, we've all heard the news today that Lacazette is out until October. Obviously, it was made to sound a lot worse than it actually is, because obviously October is not that far away. It's only a couple of weeks, so fingers crossed he is back at the beginning of October. But I think it might, in a strange sort of way, might be a blessing in disguise to Unai Emery, because it gives us the opportunity of moving Aubameyang back into the centre, solves that issue, and we can put another winger out on the left hand side, either Reece Nelson, who'd probably be my choice to start, but I'd really want to see Martinelli definitely on the bench. So my choice of the defence would be obviously Leno in goal. Although, just quickly jumping in on that point, it was nice to see the comments from Martinelli. Sorry, not Martinelli, Martinez, I beg your pardon, Emi Martinez, who said that he thinks that he's equally as good, if not better, than Leno, and he really wants to push him for his starting place. And that's good. I like to hear that sort of thing, having real competition for places in the team. So I'm positive about that. But I'll start Leno, despite his mistake in the last match. I would have Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I would have Callum Chambers, David Luiz, and then obviously the Hulk himself at left back. Again, we've all seen the pictures and the videos of Bellerin and Tierney in training, and it's mouth-watering waiting for them to come back. Shame it won't be for this match, but it looks like it's going to be next couple of weeks, and maybe they might even get a run out in the Europa League this coming Thursday. So you may have noticed that I put Chambers in ahead of Socrates. I've mentioned that a few times recently on certain podcasts that I've been on. I really think that although the experience isn't there as much as Socrates, I think he can offer us all the same positive aspects that Socrates gives us. I'm not going to say Callum Chambers won't make mistakes, but at least those mistakes won't be born out of utter stupidity. I think that Callum Chambers possibly got much better sort of positional sense and common sense than Socrates, so I'd put him in until we can assess how good Rob Holding's going to come back from his injury. Midfield, I will have Willock, Ceballos and Guendouzi. I'm not leaving out Torreira because I don't like him or don't rate him. I just think that he has just been a little bit out of form, and I know that he's been played out of position. But I just think I just want to see a bit more Willock at the moment. That's my own personal opinion. Nothing against Torreira whatsoever. I just really want to see Willock. He's going to be in massively high spirits, obviously, after signing his new deal, which is really positive and great. Really pleased to see that. The club's doing all the right things at the moment as far as that's concerned as well. And I just love the way Willock plays football. Get the ball and run with it. He's a really good, just all-rounder, really. He can do a bit of everything, but he's more of a positive, sort of attack-minded midfielder, but he certainly can get back with his pace and tackle as well. Guendouzi just fully deserves his place after the match he had against Tottenham. It was outstanding, as we all saw, resulting in a call-up. Although he didn't play for France, I think he's going to have so much more confidence from that. It's going to mean the world to him. And also, it's great for Arsenal that he's already an international, even though he didn't play. Like I say, he's been called up by the French national team, who are the world champions, and it can only be a positive thing for us as well. I mean, his market value is going to have soared because of that. Not that I want to sell him ever, but there you go. It's only a good thing. And Ceballos, more good news coming out with interview I've read about Ceballos, saying that he absolutely loves his time here already. He's thoroughly enjoying himself. He loves the club, loves the fans. It's not going to bother him playing in snow and rain. I hope that's true. Apparently we're going to have the worst winter in decades, so let's see how he gets on there. But it's just so lovely to hear all those words coming out of him, and he certainly is not the sort of person just to say the things people want to hear. If you've seen comments that he's made in the past about the Catalan people, they've not been very nice, and he's been very much in the headlines in France for his forthright views that he's put on, and he's certainly, not what I've seen anyway, sort of backed away from anything like that, or said, oh, I was young and foolish, like most people do that have in the spotlight, that have been caught out by putting things like that on the internet in the past. He's not done that, I don't think. So he's certainly got his own mind and knows his own mind. So to hear those things come out of his mouth is very, very positive, and all bodes well. I don't want to get too carried away, but I think our chances of keeping him at the end of the season have just gone up a little bit of a notch above what they were before. So that's the midfield. Up front, I would have, in the hole between the midfield and the strikers, I would have Pepe, and then up front, no, I'll go back on that. Obviously, that was what I wanted initially, but obviously there's Lacazette's situation now, so apologies. I would have up front Pepe, Aubameyang in the middle, and on the left Nelson, and I would bring Martinelli on, unless obviously Nelson's having the game of his life and he's got a couple of goals and everything's going amazingly for him. I would put Martinelli on for the last half an hour, because I think when a team is tiring towards the end of a match, Martinelli is an incredible player to bring on with his pace and confidence and ability. He scared the life out of anyone, and him on one wing with his pace and Pepe on the other wing with his pace and trickery is enough to give any team and players a mental breakdown. So that's what I would do. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about that. Just going back just a couple of minutes to my obvious glaring mistake there about putting Pepe behind the front two. That's what I would do under normal circumstances, and I've explained my situation, my opinions on that before. That people who have said that it should be Lacazette that drops deeper, and so the other two sort of play more of a forward role, Pepe and Aubameyang. I don't agree with that. I think that Lacazette's distribution just isn't quite there, unfortunately. He needs to be in the box. We've all seen what he can do in the box and how ferocious he is as a finisher. So him and Aubameyang need to be in the box. They can't be these players that either drop deep or drop wide. I don't like Aubameyang out wide, getting chalk on his boots. He's can do a really good job there, but we're going to lose his goals. It's as simple as that. He's a brilliant goal scorer, as is Lacazette. But Pepe dropping that bit deeper offers a lot more. He can pick the ball up back to goal, or the ball can be played through to him on the run. Either way, we've all seen how he can do these amazing 180-degree turns and meg the player at the same time, and then flash off into the distance as quick as Roadrunner. So he's playing to his strengths. He doesn't have to be a wide player. He can play through the middle. And if he is that one to drop a bit deeper and then pick the ball up and run at the defence, he's absolutely going to scare the life out of the defenders that he's running towards. And he's got the ability to pass and take long shots as well, or just literally run through the whole team. So I really think that'll be the best benefit of getting all three on the pitch at the same time. So yeah, under normal circumstances, that's the lineup I would like. Yes, I would probably alternate Torreira and Willock, bring one on, take one off, and alternate who starts or whatever. And when Torreira does play, he's got to be the one that sits in front of the back four, protecting them. Not this sort of mad roving role where he's running down a wing or turning up in the box. He really needs to be played to his strengths. So that's the difference between him and Willock, really. I think Willock can do that as well, but he can also be the one to play very much more of a forward-thinking, attacking-minded role within the team. So yeah, hopefully we get a good result on Sunday. My prediction would be I don't know if to give them a goal. I'm going to say 3-1, possibly a penalty or something like that. It's just yeah, a bit different. Now, the last point I want to make is, obviously you've noticed that I've omitted Xhaka from the team, and he has been the captain. Now I know this is going to be probably completely controversial as far as a lot of fans go, but I would 100% have no doubts whatsoever that I would have David Luiz as the captain. He's going to be an ever-present this season, and he's a natural leader, natural born winner. Yes, he makes mistakes, but again, I've said it before, I don't know a player that doesn't. But his mistakes are also down to the fact that the defenders, especially playing alongside Socrates, are not exactly helping him out, are they? I mean, Socrates was equally as much to blame for the goals against Liverpool, goal against Tottenham, as we know, and he's got to be, I mean, David Luiz has got to be pulling his long curly hair out playing alongside him, to be perfectly honest. So he can't do it all on his own, but he's by far the best centre-back we've got. Everyone within the club loves him. He seems to have taken Saka under his wing, which is really interesting. Probably old enough to be his dad, near enough. So yeah, that's a nice pairing to see. But I would have David Luiz as our captain all day, every day. He definitely leads by example with regards to his attitude on the pitch. His undoubted sort of winner's mentality is definitely going to be rubbing off on the rest of the squad as well. So again, let me know your thoughts in the comments box below. It'd be interesting to hear what you think. So let's hope for a good win on Sunday. Get our winning run back to the start, and I think we've got a brilliant run of games coming up where we can amass a lot of points. So let's hope we can put a bit of distance between ourselves and our competitors, so that we can get Champions League qualification as early as possible in the season, and if we do progress in the Europa League, it will take an awful lot of pressure off us when we get down to that as well. So come on, you Gunners.